Hello, welcome. Hope everyone's well and ready for, take my glasses off, ready for another model building one. This time I'm starting with Metcalfe P0286, the Ramshackle Workshop. And I'm also going to do the factory entrance and boiler house, which is P0284, which is two earlier. Starting with the Ramshackle Workshop, I've already done some preparation. Photo, if I remember to put it up, will now go up to show you. Basically, as with the old mill, which I have painted the floors of now, I've got to get figures to go inside to make it look like a film studio. Top floor on building A is the green screen. All the others have got wooden floors. Talking of wooden floors, part of my preparation has been, well, this is 3 bits of card that are put together, but the floor is going to be wooden. Both the ground floor and first floor. That's just acrylic paint on the cardboard. I have got this camera working this time. I made sure of it. Yep, it is working this time. Right. Instructions. One thing that I did prepare early was the steps. They took a little bit of working out because the way they suggest doing it involves taping it to a table and then taping the actual risers to the table and positioning the bits on. I didn't feel like doing that, so I did it my way. Anyway, we want page 1, part 1. And that is putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the windows in. Okay. Glue. I have to remember that camera for me is upside down, but for the filming, which windows do I actually need for this bit? Got to make sure I put the right ones in the right place. So we need that one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and that one. Okay. Just taking my hat off. My hair's a mess, which is why I have my hat on. Even though I brush my hair, it doesn't like going flat. Right. We'll start by sticking the windows in place. That one goes there. So it'll end up looking eventually like that. Got a little bit of overspill on that when I was putting the glazing in a couple of days ago. Decided to do a lot of the prep work in advance because I just wanted the video to be simple. So, place it in, try and get it so it's roughly in the middle, like that. That's window 1. We'll do WF1 now, as well as WF2. That's this one, and it goes down here to here, there. I'm not putting as much glue on these, because while I do intend to put a little hole in the bottom and put a LED in so that both floors are lit up, there won't be any interior detailing. Interior detailing. Now we've got the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Yeah. 5 windows on the first floor, which the glue will just go on the top and bottom. And unlike the last 2 videos, I have definitely made sure my action camera is recording. Once again, place it so that the frame is roughly centered, and that was a good guess. Press down, and the next window. There's 2 other buildings and chimney. There's also, if I can remember where I put it, alternate main doors to go there. I struggled with trying to do the 3-part door, so I've done the 2-part. I must remember to put it in, because I have built this kit in N-gauge, which I am actually giving to a friend who models in N-gauge, and I genuinely forgot to put that door on. So it's open. But the N-gauge model does look quite good. It's behind the main camera, that way. So I can't exactly get it at the moment because this table, my main camera, that camera are in the way. Right. Keep putting bits of glue on. As I said, don't need as much glue on as I have been doing. I'm going to do these windows first, because they're easy enough to get to. That was good positioning. The boiler house and factory entrance is actually going to be used for my shed scene, with the entrance being the entrance to the shed. So I worked out that locos will actually fit through the archway, so that'll make an interesting scene. I will demonstrate once I've got it, because I've got a loco on the table behind me that I can just fit through the archway to demonstrate. But all the bits for that are currently in a box that are underneath my component table, as I'm calling it. Table where all the parts for this building are at the moment. That's all the windows fitted. Like so. Next bit. Normally, that would then be where you make this. That bit is actually meant to be part of the first floor, but it came off when I folded it, which wasn't good. So I just stuck it on there because it's got more material. I like the idea of having a wooden floor. It looks better than if it would be concrete. So this bit, I'll have to do it like this. It'll be folded those two sides first. The other two sides stay off until those doors and then the first floor are put in. So it's a glue along there, 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 there. Just tiny bits of glue, not a lot. Just enough that it'll hold the walls in place. I'm doing it on the table first to get them in place, and then I'll pick it up. That way the floor is level with the bottom. There won't be a gap. Just hold it until glue starts setting a little bit. I did actually get carried away with the preparation on this. I was originally just going to paint the floor bits, and then I went, just make sure that will go round. Yep, that's not quite where it's supposed to be, because it's supposed to be help for holding that in. But the next bit is that door. And that door. That's the door that goes there. And then we've got the main door, which, as I said, there was a 3-part door, but I couldn't get the windows for it done very well, so I've gone for the 2-part. I'm going to have it open, and I'll go to the main camera for this bit. A little Reliant 3-wheeler will be being loaded through that door. Just a bit of fun. So what I want to do is fit these doors. I do not want to miss the doors, I want to put them in. So we'll do the door frame, or door 2 first. It will eventually be opened. I'm having to do this where I can see it first, and then I'll move the camera out. Move the building around so you can see that it's gone in the right place. Like so. Squeeze it down, make sure it's firm. And then we do the big door, which, when it's in place, will be there. And that will also be open. That way you can see the floor that I spent a good 5-10 minutes painting on Thursday. I'm filming this on a Saturday. I'm not going to tell you which Saturday, because I film in advance, and this is the May video. I'm going to have to hold that down like that while I just made a mistake there. I've unstuck that a little bit. Okay, bit of glue on there. Just a tiny little bit, and hold it back. Just make sure that it doesn't come loose. Next bit is fitting the floor. What I want to do first is attach the walls to there, because that will hold them in place. So a bit of glue along there, there, and there. I can fit the floor in quite easily. Doesn't matter that that's gone a bit over, but I can fit the floor in. I didn't get enough glue on that bit. This joint will be hidden because there's a boiler house to go there. But I can get the other floor in without issue, even with the windows in place. I have tested that. All I do is a little bit of an angle. This side first. Okay, a bit more difficult than I thought. Maybe if I undo... I can't undo it, it's set. Alright. I made a mistake there. Can I get that in there without damaging... Yeah, I can. There we go. I don't need to glue that. That is an interference fit now. And that is quite sturdy already. Next bit, we want, because I'm going to do a couple of things with this. Which door frame is that? Door 4. Door 4 goes there. And blocked up doorway, because I want to be able to... Goes like that. Blocked up doorway should only be fitted, according to the instructions, should only be fitted if I'm not putting the extra building on. I'm going to put the extra building on, but I also want the blocked up doorway, so that the extra building ends up becoming the little people's lavatory. So you've got the blocked up doorway, and then we'll do door frame 4, which requires less glue on it because it's got a very thin bit that doesn't get seen. Put that centrally, like so, and stick it in. And as you can see, the wood effect sticks out underneath the doors, so you get the actual floor going beyond. Just put that on there for a sec while I look at what the next bit is. It is 2 roof formers which line up flush with there. They hold the roof in place like so, which has to be balanced, but there is something else to go in there as well, which is something else I've pre-made. The ridge beam and hoist. That's a much better hoist on this than on the old mill. So, first bit is glue over here. Yellow goes in towards the building. Enough glue to keep it in place but not overspill. Put it so it is flush with the top, because that adds for the gluing of the roof in place. Then we do the other side. Once again, enough glue to hold it in place without going over. Make sure it is level with the top and the hole does not get partly covered, because that's where the ceiling joist or the top beam goes. In fact, that goes in next with the angled bit down. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not easy to do right-handed, but a bit of glue, and then I'll put it in left-handed and then show on the camera that it's in place. There we go. In place. That's the basic main part of the workshop. So I'll open the doors that I want open. That one. That one. That one's actually got a step, and the door can't go any further than that. So that'll be posed like that. Getting its load in. We now have the roof to go on, which will be, I've already done the bits to do that. The tabs mean it won't go too far forward or back, and they just sit on quite nicely. And then on top of that, we have a glazing unit to go over there for the skylights, so you can actually see inside. I'm considering whether to put something in there. I just don't know. I haven't got anything I can put in, because you can actually see with the roof on and skylight in place, you can see inside quite easily. Is it worth just doing this lot? We'll leave that for now. Make a start on the side building, which needs that, and that's all of the bits that you need for this part. I've already fitted, yeah, that was separate. I've glued that in. I've got to glue window there, door there. So that door doesn't get glued until I've put, there's the door. That door doesn't get put in until I put the floor in. So we'll put the window in. As with the main building, just a bit of glue at top and bottom. This one, it's easier to do because it's line up at the top and on the edge. Adds extra stuff for putting it against there. Push it down. There we go. And now window frame 4, which once again it holds against there, flush against the bottom, and goes in like that. So, bit of glue on the top, bit of glue on the bottom, and stick it in place. Just make sure that is level with that. Yep. Press it down. Just checking that the camera's still recording because I'm not falling for it stopping again. Don't want that. Next bit is a bit of glue on, a bit too much glue there, but it doesn't matter, it's hidden. Bit of glue there, and bit of glue there, and there. That through there, and that like that, and then hold. Hold it down for the glue to start going. As you can see, I did put a little bit too much glue in, but that will not be visible. There we go. That's now self-supporting, and it'll eventually fit on there. I don't know if it has to be flush with the back or not. Yes, so it has to go like that. The steps will go down here. So that door, even though I've got it open, won't be visible once the steps are in place. I'll have to use, I don't know whether I can use PVA glue on that. Next bit is just putting this door in, which will stay closed because it's the facilities, shall we say. Adds an extra bit of stuff for sticking to the main building as well. That should go like, I want to try and have that door roughly central, so about there. I think. Yeah, it shows on. Is there a bit that shows the actual back of the building on this? Yeah, there is a bit of a gap. So, next bit, glue down there and there, tiny bit on there, stick it on there. I will of course have the building standing on the table properly, otherwise I could get this so it doesn't match up properly, which I don't want. What I want to do is just push it against there, hold it in place. Now that it's level, I can do that. And it's now in place. That roof is tiny. And I can actually put that roof on. Make sure I get it the right way around, which is that way, and it will go on there quite easily. Bit of glue down the two angled walls. A little bit too much on that side. And then on there. And press it down. That's the first roof that I've put on. So, as I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to put anything inside there yet. I want lights on the inside, on the bottom, so that the two windows are able to have light. But if I put the roof on, I can't put any details in there unless I leave half the roof open. I don't know. That was my elbow just hitting the table. Anyway, we've now done, apart from the roof, the main bit of the building. So the next bit is building the boiler house, which includes a chimney. So I'm getting all the bits for the boiler house and chimney, which, as with other bits, I have done some preparation. That's supposed to have the pink on the outside, but I did it the other way around. It's a square chimney. There are actual bits that go. This one goes at the bottom, like that, to hold it square. Then those two go in the middle, and that with a square bit on the bottom, and then those at the very top. In fact, I might just do the chimney now, because that gets it out of the way. Glue down there. Glue there. Glue there. Put that like that. That like that. That like that. Get the bit of glue at the bottom off. Hold it down. Oh no, that's the top actually, because the blue bricks are at the bottom. I did put it the right way around. Then we do the top bit, which, as with that, we put a bit of glue on the bottom of this, and then along the tab. Put the internal bracing unit, which is what IBU stands for, and then hold it down, wipe away any loose glue, get any sticky glue off my fingers. And that, I need something that can go inside that to hold it. There we go, that's second part. Makes the building a bit taller. Well, we've got chimney base 1 and 2 go equidistant on here, like so. So we'll do that. Just a little bit of glue on the top. Chimney base 1. Make sure it is centered. Press down. Gone off center. That's better. Chimney base 1. A little spot of glue in the middle. Chimney base 2 needs to be centered on chimney base 1, like that. That's the base. It will be there's an inset where that goes, and then the seam will be at the back. And then we put the top on. So, once again, bit of glue, not too much. Centre that on chimney base 2. make sure that I don't do what I've just done. Hold it in place until it sets. Make sure the seam is on the same side, which is what I've failed to do. And then these go at the very top. These black bits to hide the mess. Like that. But one thing I want to do while I'm thinking about it, I'll just get a bit of black paint. Not a lot, just enough that it hides the writing that's visible. So, paintbrush, black paint, just around the top, just hides the colour of the inside. Put me paint out of the way, and my paintbrush, and then start a little bit of blue around the edge. It's gone a bit over. Didn't want that, but I've got some offcuts that I can use to take away the excess glue. That's the first one on. Put the offcut back where I don't need it, or where it came from. Next one, I'll put the glue. 2 drops on the top. Line it up so that the centre is, the hole is centered. I'm not too worried about the glue on this one. Same with the top. Or the very top. So just a couple of dots of glue. Once again, line it up so that the hole is right down the middle without any steps on the inside. And there we go. Nice little chimney. Chimneys are a lot easier to build. I've discovered that. Next bit, we'll start with the actual main boiler house. So we've got the walls, which I have already put the internal bracing on, internal walls. And we've got the floor. The floor goes in like that before I do the doors. So, once again, more glue. This time, just a tiny bit on the edges that are going to go through, but make sure it's the right way up as well, because we don't want the non-printed side, because it's upside down. We then hold these against here. Let the glue start going tacky. And there's the floor for the boiler house. Because the boiler house doesn't actually have any windows, apart from the one in the roof, which I can actually put on now. I've just thought about that. I can put the boiler house roof skylight on, the boiler house will not have any lighting, but the window in the roof, I've just put the window frame on. There we go. That will eventually go on there. The chimney will go in this corner. Next bit, which helps hold it down, is putting the doors in. So this one goes here. I nearly putting it in the wrong place. Has to go flush with the end. So we put some glue on, as per usual, for sticking things together. I think that may be a little bit too much down the left-hand side. Make sure it is flush to this end, and then stick it down. Make sure my fingers don't start sticking to it as well. There we go. There's the pedestrian door, and then we want that door, which is this big one, which will stay closed. I'm not opening these doors. The boiler room does not need to be accessed, or won't be being accessed when it's in situ. So, as with the other one, it has to be flush against the edge, because it helps with sticking it to the main building. There we go. That's that sub-assembly. Next bit goes back to this building, but we're on this side. Put the boiler house to one side for a couple of seconds while I grab this. This needs to go on there. Roughly central. As I said, it hides the gap pretty well. So, as I don't need to worry about this being seen, I'm just turning this round so I can see where I'm putting it. I want it central and against the ground, like so. That's as central as I can get it. It's not quite central, but that doesn't matter as much with this. That's now in place. Next bit is marrying that up to there. Like that, before we apply that wall and then the roof. So it's quite an easy build, this. I need something under there to stop it falling. That's not big enough. Don't think I've got anything that will hold that up. Maybe I have. There we go. Polystyrene cement will hold it in place while I just put some glue on to there and there. Because that is level with the bottom, it'll actually stay in place or go into the correct place like that. I'll just press it against like that, and I can go out of the way now. That's the boiler house. I need my stuff to clear some excess glue. That appeared. There we go. Boiler house now in place. Making oh, it's come a bit loose at the bottom. Once I got the roof on, it won't do that again. Next is this wall. Once again, two bits that are glued together. They go and attach like that. So glue up there, glue on, glue on there, glue on there. And I can do this with the building. Oh, bit too much glue. Luckily, that won't be visible. I can do it like that. Stick it on. Hold it on. Make sure it is not proud, so it doesn't stand up too much. Hold it while it sets, or starts to go tacky even. And there is almost the boiler house done. Last bit for the boiler house is putting the roof on and chimney, and then steps. The steps I have once again pre-prepared because they are two bits of grey card stuck together. So we'll put the roof on. This is getting a bit more interesting to hold. Glue down there. Glue along there. Glue up there. I don't want it against the actual stone bit of the building. There's that. Oh yeah, another part for the steps is that. Just realised there is actually something here that's got to go on. That I've missed. A little bit of checkerboarding that goes like that. Basically, tiny bit of glue there, and then on that. So, we'll do that before I do the attach the chimney and then build the steps. Steps is the fun bit. I'm not too worried about getting too much glue on this. Let's just hold it down. It means that the actual stairs go like that and stick underneath before going onto the... Okay. I hadn't looked at it like this before, so I'll have to... I don't know whether PVA will actually hold the plastic steps to it. Back to this side. And chimney. Which I need glue down there, and on the roof. Like that. Chimney, make sure the seam is on the side closest to the building. Hold it in place, make sure the building doesn't stick to the table. Wipe a bit of glue off. Make sure that glue's not on the bottom. And we've just got to do the steps there, which will be interesting. Let me get something to wipe that glue. Just use my fingers. This table gets very dirty while I'm doing all this lot. So, steps. This is where it gets fun. I've got to make sure I put them in the correct order. Going bottom, next one, next one, next one, top. And they go against there. This wall will have tapping stones, and then we eventually get onto the fun bit of choosing the name for the building. But first of all, we stick the steps in, which are concrete. So, the building flat, put the steps in like that. Hold them against the building while they set. That makes sure that the base does not have a sudden step in it. And then we do a bit of glue on there, and just press and hold it against. Oh, didn't want to. Press and hold it against there. That one's a bit angled. Didn't actually go where. That's better. They're meant to be flush against the building, because the end, that'll go up. A little bit of. I've already put that bit. I had to trim that so that it didn't look wrong. So, a bit of glue. I'm putting it on the one that's going in place rather than the one that's already there, because it's easier for me to do this. Hold it down. Make sure it's not sticking out that way. Do each step carefully and concisely. The last one has to be slid underneath that doorstep. Make sure they are all in place and not making it so I can't put this. Typical. Well, now that I've done that, which I didn't want to do, I will just put some glue on both bits like that, and push it in like that. Make sure it doesn't come off. And once again, have to wipe more glue off, otherwise something can stick to it. So that's the steps. We now put wall, which was 3 pieces. One was just a straight bit, then an internal bit, and then a bit with a fold, which is that side. That goes, so it sticks out slightly, like that. And then we put the capping stones on. So, once again, glue on here, put it down, stick the wall on while it's level, and just hold it until the glue starts going off or going tacky. There's that. And then it's put the coping stones on the top of the wall. So I've had to put this where I can see it, but also so the camera can see it. Glue on there. And then that's a bit over, but I want it like that. Hold it in place. That's the first one.
Always do the top one first.
Always do the top one first.
It says that in the instructions.
It actually says that in the instructions. Do the top one first. And then second one goes level with the first, but underneath. And hold it down. There we go. Just the roof and steps. I don't think EVA will hold that in place like that. Needs to be at a slight angle, but it'll look quite cool once that's on, and the roof. You know what? I'm not going to detail the inside. I'm going to put the roof on.
Make that the last part of this section.
Make that the last part of this section of the video, or this building for the video. Because then we'll move on to the really big factory entrance and boiler house. Just means that this is almost finished. All I have to do is put some. There's some LED flashing to go on that, which will require a bit of colouring to hide the white card. We'll do the skylights. Put them on the roof. In the middle. Hold it down while the glue starts going tacky. Every time I say that, I keep thinking of a Formula 1 driver who was absolutely rubbish. Taki Inoue. Then we've got the LED flashing. There's a grand total of 3 pieces of that, which goes one on the peak, and then 2 down the middle of there. So, teeny bit of glue, just to make sure it sticks. Make it level. And there's the first bit of LED flashing. Next one goes in the middle of there. Don't mind the overspill on the glue on that, because it's a bit that gets weathered anyway. And then we do exactly the same for this side. The bits that are currently white, I will overpaint with black. Probably oil. So I've got some oil pens that will hide the white, including that bit. Camera's usually crueler than the eye, but the very last thing to do is choose which of the names
Photo showing the
should have now a photo showing the 4 names,
E.
either E.
Fit and Son,
Brumfit and Son,
Turners,
Thompson Turners,
Leakeys,
Leakeys,
the Old Forge.
or the Old Forge.
Where's that supposed to go?
Where's that supposed to go? Let's see where that... I've put the
Behind my chair.
thing down behind me chair and I can't... Okay, it goes on the front. Okay, so I'm going to make it the Old Forge. That's just easier for me. I'll put the ladders on, or the steps on at a different point. So the sign goes up there.
Probably about like that.
Probably about like that.
And to do that,
And to do that,
thin bit of glue.
thin bit of glue. Doesn't need a lot. Two. I want it so it's roughly central on the middle door, the top door. Hold it in place.
And there we go.
And there we go. One. Almost, apart from the step. Complete. Ramshackle Workshop.
Not a bad little kit.
Not a bad little kit.
Really not a bad little kit.
Really not a bad little kit. So, next thing, I'll put this out of the way. I'll be right back with the next kit, which is the factory entrance and boiler house. See you in a second. Okay, and I'm back. I've just got everything on table, as photo will show, which I've just taken. It's now the factory entrance and boiler house, which, as I said, will be used because I've done some preparation. I've glued things. Basically, got a loco here. This, once I've got the doors open, the locos will fit underneath quite comfortably. It's tight, but they will fit underneath. So, it'll be the entrance to my loco sheds. I wanted to make sure it would go with a bit of track as well, so put my loco back there. Right, there's a lot of parts, as the photo showed, and we're going to start, as always, with the glazing of whichever building it says to start first, which is office building. That is this one here. That is just 3 2-bit. About 6 of the glazing units. Once again, we need our glue. Go there. On both sides. The office is quite small, and it's a quick quick bit. I'm just getting everything I need for it. Grey spacers go under there, as do these. They go on the other side. Then we need office floors, which were folded over when I did them. It'd be that side up, so that the printing doesn't show through. I'm not sure if this will actually have any lighting in or not at present. So I'm going to build it fully and then decide what to do, because it'll be, that's where the rest of it goes. I need office door, which is that one there. It's the only one with a unique window. That is the way around it shows to put it. So I've done that correctly, unlike with some of my other kits that I've built. Anyway, do the office. That's a nice, simple one. We do 2 sides, and then the final side gets folded over once we've got the roof bit sorted. Oh, office top floor is that one, which fits in like that. Or is there another one like that? It fits like that. That's the roof. Goes above the windows. Okay. That's all I need to do the office. So we'll do the windows. 6 of them. Then we'll do the door. And then start building up.
As
always,
it's a case of
it's a case of
placing them down and then starts going
adjusting them before the glue starts going tacky,
pressing down
pressing down
to make sure there's a seal,
to make sure there's a seal,
and do all six the same way,
and do all 6 the same way.
side at a time,
I'm doing a side at a time
so that
I'm not going to struggle.
I'm getting better at roughly judging.
I'm getting better at roughly judging where they need to go.
Only a tiny bit of adjustment needed.
Only a tiny bit of adjustment needed before I press it down. So I'm not. The more of these kits I build, the better I'm getting, basically. The June video is going to be the church. I've not looked at the bits inside that yet. It's still sealed and down underneath. Down there. And, well, that will be actually released on a different day. Let me just check on calendar as to which day of the week it will be. It'll be a Monday. The second Monday, the 8th of June. There's a reason for that. That's my birthday. And I thought having a church building would be a good idea. I am thinking at present of doing a live stream on if the Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor the day before, which will be from probably about 2 p.m. on. So there'll be effectively a birthday live stream the day before, because I can't do a live stream that's in contention with one of my friends who does a regular Monday night, and I always watch it anyway. What the badges on my hat had to do with, apart from the big one. Big one is the Rail 200 event at Derby Loco Works last year, which I did go to. There are videos on my channel from both the full-size exhibits and the model railways that were there. Didn't stick. Come on, stick in. There we go. The other badges all say the Monday Club, which is Jennifer Kirk, who is a good friend of mine. Very worth watching. There will be a link in the description to her channel if you want to go and view some of her videos. Now's the interesting bit, trying to get this lined up so that the door is not hidden. About there. So that's all the... I've got some glue on my finger there. That's all of the windows and door. Next we need grey spacer. Go up there. It's got to go flush with the roof, as on the Ramshackle Workshop. The old forge, as I've now called it. So, glue. Cut it on. and make it flush with the top, like so. Do the same on that one. Doesn't matter which round these go, they are the same either way. Once again, glue on the top, put it in place, and make sure it is flush. These Metcalfe kits are wonderful to build. The instructions are clear and concise. Okay, this one's got black and white pictures for the instructions, but others are colour, which is really good. Now we put the brick facing on here. I could have pre-built this brick facing bit, but I didn't know it went on there because I didn't actually look at the instructions. Stupidly, I started doing the preparation without looking at what needed doing, apart from a few things that on there that show on the actual on the parts themselves that they needed gluing. So that's why this hasn't been stuck. Get that centered and level. There we go. Just hold them down a couple of seconds. That is ready for the floors. We want floor 1, which goes round like that first, and floor 2, and then the ceiling going in and over like that. So, first floor, glue on the bits that are going to be sticking to the 3 walls that are going around first, which is that way, and then hold it down. I like that you do sub-assemblies. You don't do the whole lot all together. That makes building these so much easier, because you can pause and come back. Same here. This one fits in on that floor. There's just the 2 sides that it sits on. Sits on the windows, but I'm going to be doing the glue on here, on the 3 sides that it needs it at the moment. And then just slide it in and hold it down. Advantage of it being effectively a rectangular box, I can just press down and it'll work nicely. And now the last bit is fitting that in like that. So once again, glue on just 2 sides this time. One there, one there, a little bit over, but as long as it goes onto there and onto there. Hold it in place for a few seconds and then I can just, can I? Yes, I can seal it up now. I wanted to make sure before I started applying the glue, but I can seal it up. Just hold it down and
hold it in place.
Hold it in place.
That will be hidden behind.
That will be hidden behind some corner brickwork, which is here. Fits. Just I've got 3 of the pieces here at the moment. 3 corners. Have to leave that one because that's not yet glue coming down. Let's clear my desk. Not the best idea rubbing glue on clothes. Doesn't come out. So we want brickwork on each corner, apart from that one. So that corner, that corner, that corner. As per usual when doing this, just a thin bit of glue. There's no handedness to this, luckily, so I can just stick it down, like so. There's the first one done. That hides the join. That's the join hidden. Now we've got to do this side. So, as with other one, bit of glue, like so. Put it on, make sure it's flush at the bottom. A little bit of overspill, which I will clear. My fingers are sticky because of all the glue. Trying not to get my fingers sticking to the paper or the print. Clear that glue out. Like so. And then we've got that side, which is there. And just a little bit of glue. I've overdone it again, but I can sort that once I have got this stuck in. Get me off cut of plastic because it clears the glue out much better. Like so. And that, apart from the roof, don't know if I have to fit the roof yet. Doesn't look like it. No. So that's building 1 done in about 10 minutes. So that can go off to one side. Building 2. Tower building. That's the thin one. We need the tower windows, of which there are 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2. These 2 don't have a window frame. They go straight on. So that's the first time for any of these videos where the window has gone straight in. I also need tower roof base, tower inner floor 2, tower inner floor 1. Just trying to get everything I need. floors. Need the upper floor, which is this funny shaped one. And oh no,
Not yet.
not yet.
It does suggest putting
the peaked roof on that. I'm leaving it at the moment. I'm going to do all the roofs at the end. I'm going to do the tower, which, when it's finished, will be like that. Not a bad little tower. Oh, we got the tower door, which I can't find. What's it look like? Press down and it'll work nicely. And now the last bit is fitting that in like that. So once again, glue on just two sides this time. One there, one there, a little bit over, but as long as it goes onto there and onto there. Hold it in place for a few seconds and then I can just, can I? Yes, I can seal it up now. I wanted to make sure before I started applying the glue, but I can seal it up. Just hold it down and hold it in place. That will be hidden behind some corner brickwork, which is here. Fits just. I've got 3 of the pieces here at the moment. 3 corners. Have to leave that one because that's not yet glue coming down. Let's clear my desk. Not the best idea rubbing glue on clothes. Doesn't come out. So we want brickwork on each corner, apart from that one. So that corner, that corner, that corner. As per usual when doing this, just a thin bit of glue. There's no handedness to this, luckily, so I can just stick it down, like so. There's the first one done. That hides the join. That's the join hidden. Now we've got to do this side. So, as with other one, bit of glue, like so. Put it on. Make sure it's flush at the bottom. A little bit of overspill, which I will clear. My fingers are sticky because of all the glue. Trying not to get my fingers sticking to the paper or the print. Clear that glue out. Like so. And then we've got that side, which is there. And just a little bit of glue. I've overdone it again, but I can sort that once I have got this stuck in. me off-cut of plastic because it clears the glue out much better.
Don't need it top and bottom.
Like so. And that, apart from the roof, don't know if I have to fit the roof yet. Doesn't look like it.
Either top and bottom or the two sides.
No. So that's building one done in about 10 minutes. So that can go off to one side. Building 2. Tower building. That's the thin one. We need the tower windows, of which there are 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2. These 2 don't have a window frame. They go straight on. So that's the first time for any of these videos where the window has gone straight in. I also need tower roof base, tower inner floor 2, tower inner floor 1. Just trying to get everything I need.
Press it down. Press the door. Does the door go on before?
Put the inner floors. Need the upper floor, which is this funny shaped one. And oh no, not yet. It does suggest putting the peaked roof on that. I'm leaving it at the moment. I'm going to do all the roofs at the end. I'm going to do the tower, which, when it's finished, will be like that. Not a bad little tower. Oh, we got the tower door, which I can't find. What's it look like? There's supposed to be another door. Where's that? Got the boiler house, water tower. Where's that gone? I know it. Oh, there it is. That one is not 3D. That's why I couldn't see it. 3D means it's got the 2 bits glued together. That's for the boiler house. That's just 2D. So I will do these 2 windows on here, which will be a bit more in depth. Always make sure that the printed side faces out. That way you don't get a shine on the frames. Something I learnt, oh, I put a bit too much glue on that. Something I learnt when building my very first cardboard kit. So I put the windows the wrong way round and they looked awful. When the light shines on them. Like this, you've got the printing on the other side. The side that goes towards the the viewer, and you don't get
windows.
a horrible reflection. We've got 7 of these windows.
And that's
Not too worried about the fact that the glazing goes beyond the glazing unit on the sides, because they don't really... I'll go on this one first. They don't really need to be next to anything. It's only if they were side by side that I'd worry about how wide the glazing was. Up and down, or top and bottom, yes, that matters. But from left to... Oh, that's gone a bit down. It moved as I picked up the...
That's why I put it like... I stood it up so that I made sure the base was...
Come on, get you into where I want you.
As
A bit higher.
with previous.
If they were... Yeah, if the glazing was too deep, you wouldn't fit the floors on. But as you don't fit anything side to side on these, it doesn't matter if the glazing's a bit wide compared to the glazing units. This time, what I'm going to do is fit it that way, so I can adjust it like that. And we've got those windows in place. I'll do that for the whole lot. More glue. All I'm doing for these is putting glue down the sides. Don't need it top and bottom. And it saves glue. Oh, that's moved over as I put it down. There we go. Saves glue by just doing either the top and bottom or the 2 sides. And putting too much glue on means it doesn't settle, doesn't dry as fast. Whereas this amount of glue, once I've pressed it down, it starts drying quicker.
Give me a second.
Must admit, these windows are the old sash windows, but without individual without small panes that you got in a lot of Victorian residences. Moved as I was just about to put it down, and now it's gone off centre. There we go. That's centred, or as centred as I can get it. Last one. This time I'll use my right hand to hold it as I stick it in place. As I can look... moved. I can look as I'm doing it, and then press it down.
Okay.
Just the door. Does the door go on before?
And I've just done yet another.
Yes, it sits
We've got
on there. So, oh, it sits above it just a bit. There has to be a gap.
We've got the 2 long sides.
So there has to be about a 2mm gap, so like that. Okay.
Which is the one I just
Glue.
To cut off the sprue because I forgot to cut it off on
2 sides.
yesterday.
Make sure it's like that. Go that side. Oh, it's moved up as I turned it over.
Didn't mean to put my thumb in it.
And still got the 2mm gap, which is what's needed for
So that hides the joy,
floors,
as with
like that.
building.
Don't know why I've got the tower roof base ready. Don't need that yet. I don't need that, do I? No.
And then we do
Okay.
these two sides.
Now comes
Once again,
folding the tower round. We want
glue.
that floor,
Not a great deal, just enough that it will stick in place. Make sure it is flush
Okay,
bottom.
so we've got ground floor 1. I'm putting it so that it's grey side up, deliberately.
Doing it like this so that I've got as much
Glue, a little bit too much, but
stability as I can. And then
wrong side.
the last one
I want the short side
for this building.
to be
Can't see if I need to
left
glue
open. Glue, 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 stick it down.
once I've done this.
Make sure building is
Because I could really do with doing that while I'm thinking about it, because it needs doing. Strange.
oh, that's gone up. There we go.
Right.
Make sure that the building is square, and when that's done, it'll be easy.
The
Now, floor 2
tower.
goes
Go back to here.
like that,
Get
and helps keep the building rigid. Once again, glue on the
There's the smaller roof, which
edges, not a great deal, just enough that it will make it stick. And then
it uses
slot it in, making sure that it sits on
on the building.
the windows from this side, the door, and that. And then just hold it while the glue starts going tacky.
Inner side wall. That maybe. Have a look what it says on the
Okay, so next bit is to just
well, that goes there.
stick that like that. So there isn't actually another floor above it yet.
Should have looked on the backs of these.
That's interesting. Okay,
Which goes
so
like that.
bit of glue on there,
And against the wall.
bit of glue on there and there,
Now got
and then some glue on this tab.
visible
Hold it down
in a wall.
and
Isn't another one of those to go on yet?
make sure the building
One side, get the
stays
and
true. That's why I put it like, I stood it up so that I made sure the base was
brace,
level.
which goes
As with
in there
previous,
to hold the roof in shape. So this is going to be interesting because
no, not that one, there should be another short one. Where's that?
Hold it in place until the glue goes tacky. I know this doesn't make very good viewing at the moment because it's a bit more awkward. The other one.
There should be a corner bit there, and I've got the 2 for the long walls which go there.
The edge as the instructions show.
Let's look in the box if it's still in there. No, not in the box. That's not good. I had everything
Makes it easier for me. That
yesterday.
then just sit in there. Once I've applied some glue.
Where's that gone?
No, so it's just glue along there.
That's a bit annoying.
Glue on the printed brickwork.
Really annoying, in fact.
The base of the roof.
Because I'm sure I had that.
Just enough that it will make
Give me a second.
Stay in place. And without being going over. And just hold it.
I found it.
Like that. And we have
Trust me.
quite a sturdy.
I forgot to cut it off.
Right.
So,
Terrible face at the moment. We are now
I will
on to
cut it out from the sprue.
making this so that it's
There we go.
like that. So a thin bit of glue down there.
Okay,
To hold the
now that I've sorted that,
open.
and I've just done yet another cut on the video,
Doing it on the non-painted side.
we've got 3 sides, again,
Even though this
to put these
underneath the gateway
brick bits. We've got the 2 long sides,
is seen
and short side,
side.
which is the one I just had to cut off the sprue, because I forgot to cut it off on when I did the cutting yesterday.
It goes like that.
Right, I've accidentally put a bit too much glue on, and I didn't mean to put my thumb in it.
And then down. I'll probably get these a bit wider than they should be, but
So, that hides the join, as with the previous building,
my locos to go through a lot more.
and goes like so. And then we do these 2 sides. Once again,
So once I get this up,
glue,
this sits
not a great deal, just enough that it will stick in place. Make sure it is flush with the bottom. Press it down.
building.
I'm doing it like this so that I've got as much
One. That way.
stability as I can. And then
This is just one of
the last one for this building.
Fun getting this stuck.
Can't see if I need to do a roof yet.
Try and make sure it stays.
One thing I am going to do, once I've done this, is do the roof for the office, because I could really do with doing that while I'm thinking about it, because it needs doing, strangely enough. Right, that is the tower. So we'll go back to here. We'll get the... No, that's not the right roof, I don't think. There's a shorter roof. There. There's the smaller roof, which goes in there. But here's the weird thing. It uses 2 braces before it gets put on the building.
Like that. So
Oh, there's a...
once again, I'll just make this measure in the bottom. We will
inside walls have been fixed. There's a small brick
put glue
inner side wall. That would be that. Maybe. Let's have a look what it says on the office inner side roof wall. That goes there. I didn't realise that. I should have looked on the backs of these things. So I put that one in, which goes like that, and against the wall. That means that we've now got visible in a wall. There isn't another one of those to go on yet. So, that bit's one side, get the roof and the roof brace, which goes in there to hold the roof in shape. So this is going to be interesting because I've never done this type of roof before. It's just in and hold it in place until the glue goes tacky. I know this doesn't make very good viewing at the moment because it's a bit more awkward. Do the other one. Stick it on. I'm not doing it right up to the edge as the instructions show.
The amount of detail for the card kit.
For the simple fact that it just makes it easier for me. That will then just sit in there. Once I've applied some glue. Does that actually go down to the ground? No, so it's just glue along there. Because I don't want any glue on the printed brickwork. I'm just putting glue along the base of the roof. Just a thin bit. Just enough that it will make the roof stay in place. And without being going over. And just hold it in place. Like that. And we have quite a sturdy office building. Right, put that over there now, because I need that. I don't need the tower roof base at the moment. We're now on to
which needs windows in. These two.
Making this so that it's like that. So thin bit of glue down there. Hold the gate bits open. I'm doing it on the non-printed side because even though this will be underneath the gateway, it could still possibly be seen from the one side. Do the same on the other side. So it goes like that. A little bit of glue. And then down. I've probably got these a bit wider than they should be, but that will enable my locos to go through a lot more easily. I want to work out which side goes that way. So once I've got this stuck, this sits there against the building with this one that way. This is just one of the two buildings. It's going to be fun getting this stuck. So I've got to try and make sure it stays perpendicular to the rest of the building. And that's starting to come loose again. Hold it down until it gets stuck again. Right, bit of glue. Put a little bit more on that because it's quite a thick bit, and then thin bit at the top. Against the ground, and make sure it's level with the front. Pick it up so it doesn't stick to the table. Okay, that's one. Do that bit of glue, as I keep doing. Now we've got to do that, like that. So, once again, I'll just make sure there's no glue on the bottom. We will put glue up the edge.
Now the glue's in place, I can put that in,
and then
there's a bit too much glue, but
stick it down on there. Hold it up while the glue starts
I've cut a plastic
going off.
glazing unit.
I've missed putting the windows in. That's a bit silly. Fortunately, I haven't put anything else in, and I can just put them in while it's like this. Good job, that's the same size. Right, I'll put the windows in, do them upside down. I can still see. That was a bit daft of me, to be honest.
Just to demonstrate.
But
got my whistle again.
At least with it like this, I can actually see what I'm doing. That'll be the next bit. The rear part of the gatehouse. As I've said, these kits are amazing to build. The amount of detail for a card kit and the ease of building them is brilliant. Right, this is where it gets fiddly, because this has to fold in on both sides, and then it gets stuck like that on both sides. So we want glue there, there, there.
It's supposed to fit in those gaps, but it's not. So there's something a bit odd with that. I'm going to have to pull that up slightly.
Don't want it right into the middle, but we want it on the edges. We then put this in place and hold them down. Do that one first, and then this one.
Make it fit.
Make sure it'll stand up, and those aren't too high. Perfect. That's part of the boiler house that I just dropped. Now we have this, which needs windows in. these two. It's already becoming quite a substantial kit, or quite a substantial building, I should say. With this one, it's so much easier just to pick up the whole thing, and that was good. Almost spot on. It's easier just to do that. But it's going to be quite a substantial bit of building. We've still got the boiler house, which is reasonably big, I'll say. The tower actually goes a bit higher, so that'll be interesting as well. So it's got what could be a bell tower.
I deliberately didn't put any glue
Right.
on that bit because
That's
goes down a printed bit and it would look
done.
bad.
That fits in there, all the way down like that. So it'll eventually look like that, and then it falls out. Right, to do that, because I don't want to put glue on the... Do I do that yet? No, I put the grain... Ha ha ha. I nearly made a mistake there. I need this bit first, which goes in and onto this tab. So it goes down here. I can't get it on. It's being stubborn. It's got to go in and stick to the tab. So a little bit of glue on that bit, and then glue on the tab that it's got to sit on. Like that. Put you in carefully and against there, and push it down and put the tab on. Hold it until the glue goes sticky or tacky or starts going off. I wouldn't have been able to put that in if I'd put the window in place or the rear wall. Fingers are getting sticky now because of the glue. You just get some of it off and have a quick drink. Okay. So, next bit is... Let's move back. There we go. Next bit is putting this window frame in place. So, this is where it gets complicated. I can't do this the other way around. So, I just need to put glue on. Now the glue's in place, I can put that in and press it down. There's a bit too much glue, but as I've been doing previously, I've cut a plastic or glazing unit. Just get it and clear it off. Same down there, just get the glazing and just pull it off. There's the rough shape for the gatehouse. Now that I've done that, just to demonstrate, got my loco again. It will fit through quite nicely. Just realised I've got the roof vent shut. Okay, I've got the roof vent open now. So Rapido 15XX in Coventry Colliery livery. 1509.
Desk over there. So put this back out of the way because that's not needed at the moment. We will now stick.
Put it back over there out of the way. Right, next bit. Needs to be like this. And this floor, which goes in there. And
then put the roof on.
supposed to
No matter which way up these bits go.
go
Once they go on, we'll have any gaps.
supposed to fit in those gaps, but it's not.
Bits like that. It's supposed to be that way anyway. I always put right.
So there's something a bit odd with that. I'm gonna have to pull that up slightly. Didn't want to, but anyway, I can. How far down does it go? Let's just chop the
An awkward route happens.
very ends of this off. The only thing I can think of doing.
This one.
To make it fit.
But it hides that horrible join as well. So it goes in.
Because it doesn't quite line up. It should do, but it doesn't.
That's a bit tight, it won't go in.
There we go. That'll go in like that. After a little bit of modification. So,
Tight against that as possible, so it will eventually.
that goes on. Need the old faithful rocket card glue.
Thin bit of glue.
Just all the way
Along the edge.
on the bits that will be
None on the bit where it goes onto the roof.
against walls.
Just all the way along there.
And then, oh, there's a bit there as well.
Push it in and
Using my non-dominant hand at the moment.
as far as it go, like that.
Put it in
I'll be able to hide that
and hold it in place.
using some of the ridge tiles.
I deliberately didn't put any glue on that bit because it's against, goes down a printed bit and it would look bad.
PVA glue. Also the ridge
Right,
tiles.
that's that one done.
There.
Get some of this loose glue off my
Quite good.
the end of my glue
Next bit.
pot, and then get the glue off my fingers before it sticks.
Didn't do.
Next bit
Hold this down and glue like that.
is this.
Put the base in the correct place. Because once I've got this stuck, that fits on there nicely.
Yeah, that goes there. But
1, 2, 3. With a nice
that's a bit tall.
trumpet edge to make 4. This.
That's supposed to go there, but it's
Have
the wrong shape.
those, which I have
Um,
made.
Maybe it's supposed to go in before this building, this bit, which I can't move because it's now set.
Has its own
Hmm.
corner. Right. Let's
There isn't.
get this.
Does that one go there? That fits there.
Top bit done.
So that goes there. That's not yet. That goes there.
Glue in.
Then we've got 2 corner bits, including this. This goes on there. to the one side, and this
Tacky.
goes
Keep saying tacky.
there. Okay. Right.
Saying that a lot in this video.
Because
Okay,
that's got nothing to stick to, what I will do,
Then
this is where it gets interesting.
goes on, progressively getting higher. And
Put
then I need,
that on there,
I need a bit more on this.
and then
Do it around the edge.
on there.
A little bit of glue around the edge.
It'll hold it in place for me.
And
then I put glue on this one
equal distance
to hold it.
all the way round.
That's not stuck.
Got to do that.
Not enough glue on it. Good job it didn't rip any of the print, which would have been really annoying. But that goes on there.
Trying to see if there's any more to do with the tower before I do anything else.
Like that.
Can't see anything else.
And then this goes on this corner.
No.
Like so. Up to the top.
I was thinking I made a mistake, but I haven't, which is good.
Okay.
Card said it said tower top base.
Then we've got,
And then
as with previous bit, these have already been folded over so that they fit, so that they can be just glued in place along the top. Just making sure when I test fit them like that, they are the right way up, which they are. There will be coping stones above it, which I've got on the desk over there. So I'll put this back out of the way because that's not needed at the moment. We will now stick the edge walls in place.
Symmetrical. Don't want it to be off.
And
Look really bad.
make sure that they look nice and pretty.
Folds round. Oh no.
And then it's put the roof on. Doesn't really matter which way up these bits go, because the coping stones, once they go on, will hide any gaps and hide bits like that. It's supposed to be that way anyway. I always put writing so it's upright when the building's in the correct place. Put this one on and hold it down. This is where an awkward roof happens. It's a really awkward shape for a roof.
Line it up so it's roughly in the middle.
It's this one.
Hold it down.
But it hides that horrible join as well. So it goes in. That's a bit tight, it won't go in. Goes in like that. As tight against that as possible, so it will eventually be like that. So what I'm going to do, as with the roof here, thin bit of glue along the edge, none on the bit where it goes onto the roof, just all the way along there, and then push it in and down, in as far as it will go, like that. I'll be able to hide that gap
Now have
by using some
two are wide,
of
two are narrower. Two wide ones going
the ridge tiles, which will be stuck down using a glue stick rather than big PVA glue. There'll also be ridge tiles along there. 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 That is actually looking quite good. Next bit is tower top. This is something I didn't do before. Fold this down and glue like that, which actually helps put the base in the correct place.
Already looks much better like that. Oh, I didn't know there was glue there.
Because once I've got this stuck, that fits on there nicely. Then we have 1, 2, 3 with a nice chamfered edge to make a base for this, which will have those, which I have pre-made. And then we get the interesting roof for it, which has its own former. Right, let's get this tower top bit done. I'm only putting 4 splodges of glue in, splodges, and then holding it down while the glue goes tacky. I keep saying tacky. Saying that a lot in this video. Okay, that's the bottom of the tower base. Then each of these goes on, progressively getting higher, and I only need, I need a bit more on this because do it around the edge. A little bit of glue around the edge, and then line it up so it is equal distance all the way around. Got to do that for all 4 of the bases. I'm just trying to see if there's any more to do with the tower before I do anything else. Can't see anything else. Have I just made a mistake there? No. Okay. I was thinking I'd made a mistake, but I haven't, which is good. I was reading what the card said. It said tower top base. And then it said tower top, first base, second base, third base, fourth base. I thought it actually meant the very top, but it's not. Because we've got a roof, haven't we? Right. It just makes the tower sits on the outside of this one to make the shape of this bit. The bell tower, as I'm going to call it. Right. Round the edge, a little bit. I'm trying to do this so it looks symmetrical. Don't want it to be off, because that would look really bad. Yeah, it folds round. Oh no. Is there another one then?
moving.
Water tower.
Stick to my table, which I do not want.
Chimney.
Get the glue off my fingers. It's just gone on from doing that.
It's a black card. That's what it is.
Slightly skewed.
Black one goes on the very top.
Not sticking yet.
It's so that if you have it open without the
Come on.
louvers, it's
Will you stick down, please?
not saying tower top, fourth base underneath it. I've decided to put the louvers in.
Stick.
So once again, a little bit of glue. Line it up so it's roughly in the middle. Hold it down.
Okay.
And then's the fun bit. Sticking this
I've not been able to get
down.
it so it's how they want it. Because it
So,
keeps sliding. But
glue on
we'll put
the
on
base
that way round.
and slightly on the inside, but not the outside, preferably.
So thin bit of glue around the edges. Use
And then
the
work
inserts to
around
hold it
like that.
so it's
I haven't put the
central and overhanging.
louvers and
Hold. I can put my finger on to do that.
brickwork in yet, because you don't put it in yet.
And then
You put them in
this
afterwards.
goes like that. And that hole gets covered with that little black bit of card that I showed you.
Which is now.
And then
Oh, where's that? That goes on the very, very top of the...
I've got to put it so that
This little black square goes on the very top of the roof.
the edges.
So,
I should have put that.
we now have 4 of these. 2 are wider, 2 are narrower. 2 wide ones go in first.
Then again, the ridge tiles will be able to hide that. So it doesn't matter too much.
Right, we'll put the 2 wider ones, one there, and the 2 narrow ones. That will actually help hold this bit as well.
This on and
Unfortunately, there's nothing to hide that gap.
overhang.
So, what I'm doing, instead of putting it on the sides, I'm putting the glue top and bottom on this one. And I'll do the same on the other one.
And it should have set. Yep.
Already looks
Now the hardest
much better like that. Oh, I didn't know there was glue there.
I can't quite get to my
Do the other wide one,
so
which goes
I'm gonna
directly opposite it.
a little bit of glue
Just a little bit of glue.
and hold it for it to set.
Tip the building that way. Put it all the way down and in.
I would use the ridge tiles.
There we go.
So
That's 2 done. 2 more to go, which are the narrow ones, which
done.
will fit down and go in there.
Complete.
These I'm going to put glue down the side rather than the edges,
Done. Apart from
because they will hold the top
coping stones, which I will do last.
together.
So we'll put that to one side. We now start the boiler hat.
So, in it goes,
Which is that.
and like that. That's 1 in.
That.
There's now a gap, which I didn't want, but I can...
Which is in one part, unlike
There's probably brick paper somewhere that I've got that I can just
Ramshackle
put
Workshop.
along there, maybe.
First half.
This one,
So,
I will just do the
windows on
thin bit of glue at the top, thin bit at the bottom. Once again,
big window.
angle it,
Has to
put it
hide
in, and then
the roof. 'Cause as with all Metcalfe
push it in until it clicks.
it forms
There we go.
of
All 4
but it means
bits
that
are in.
if we get it lined
Can
up,
have it open. I didn't want it open.
then
We now need...
should
Is it
line
this?
up. It hasn't done though.
That's platform top.
Okay.
There's a
There we go. That'll
square bit
main
that says
and I'm trying to move it.
tower, roof, base. Let's have a look. Got chimney, chimney.
Over slightly. That's better. And the top is locked. Right. We've got
Water tower.
that one.
Tower, roof,
No, boiler house.
base. Okay, that's the tower roof base. So this folds around and goes on like that. Then goes on top of there, and then that goes over around the top of it. Okay. So glue on the 3 bits that go against bottom of the top of the base. I am not doing this with it on top of the
main building. It starts sliding. There we go. There's that one.
building. The simple fact that it could end up with glue going everywhere, which I don't want. What I want is to get that perfectly lined up there, like that. Hold it down while the glue starts it's moving. Get it on there and hold it down while the glue starts setting.
I don't know why I've turned it over. I'm going to do it from this side because it's just a bit easier.
Make sure it keeps moving, otherwise it will stick to my table, which I do not want. Get the glue off my fingers, it's just gone on from doing that.
Central straight away. That was good. Push it down.
That's slightly skewed, and it's not sticking yet. Come on. Stick down. You stick down, please. This is annoying, to say the least. Come on, stick.
This is the water tower building. You've got smart door in there, I think it is. It's too big.
Okay.
Yeah, that one goes there. And that one goes on there.
That goes on there. I've not been able to get it, so it's how they want it, because it just keeps sliding. But I will put this on, put it that way round. So thin bit of glue around the edges, using the inserts to hold it. Make that so it's central and overhanging. I'm glad there's a hole I can put my finger on to do that. There's that one. And then this goes like that. And that hole gets covered with that little black bit of card that I showed you. So just make sure that's set. And then I can't actually do it like that. I've got to put it so that the gap, so the edges
bit of glue on the edge on the 3 sides that need it. And then carefully, I'm doing it this way so that the camera can see it. Line it up, make sure that it is underneath that window frame and not sticking out. Hold it down like that a second so I can get them like in place, so I can get them all in place. Hold it together. Wait for the glue to start going tacky, as I keep saying. And there's part one. Oh yeah, need to put the door in, which is this door. It holds the floor in place. Just put it like that. So, fold that back again so it's not in the way. Glue there, glue there. Door there. Just, I can't put it flat because of the doorstep, unfortunately, but that's the boiler house. As much of it as we can do at the moment. Just realised there's actually some steps to go inside that. You have to get up there. They'll be done once you have to go to that bit. I forgot that. But I'll do the steps after I have done these bits. Right. We need this one. 6 sides to this wall, so take care. Need to put the door in. Door has to go in. Okay. Put it down like that at the moment. Make sure it goes in so it's level either side and also flat against the bottom. And then press down. There are actually... it goes like that. That's why. And then like that. Okay. So we need the water tower floor, which is this one. And it goes... it's supposed to go underneath. I'm going to put it there. Hold the building that way. Because that's a bit too low. It didn't say to have that slightly raised. Right. Okay. So, we just put the floor in. I'm putting it midway up. It doesn't say that in the instructions. It says to actually use it as the ground floor. I don't think that's possible with the way it's been designed. Trying to get the 2 sides on first so that it stays up. Didn't want that. It came undone. Hold in place, please. Now I want some glue on here so I can fold that down and then that up. And that floor, make sure this is square, which is what matters. Or it would do, but it's not staying square. Okay, that'll do. It's not accurately square, but that's supposed to go on that. Right. Actually, that would... it'll do. I've done it slightly wrong. I've just realised that is actually a rectangle, so it would have gone lengthwise that way. As if you look in the camera, why do people have to be silly? Anyway, I didn't mean to do that, but so those will go like that. And I've got to get the water tower base ready. I just want to make sure this will actually fit without messing up, so I'm going to stick this hair down. Like that. Will that fit in? Yes, that's okay. It'll fit in both ways, that's good. I haven't messed up. That's all that matters. That. Okay, so that has to glue onto there. Like that. With that already inside, so that I can then get that. That goes into there. Right, we'll get this glued and stuck in there. This is a bit more complicated than the first building. But it's still quite good. It's making me have to think, which is what's good about it. There we go. That's the boiler house. That'll go in there. That'll go against there. So here's where I have a bit of fun. I've got to try and put some glue in there so that will hold that in place. Really do with putting some glue there as well. So glue on the edge of that, just a little bit. That goes in there, that goes against there. Hold them in place till the glue starts sticking. I found out what that wall's for now. It goes there, like that. And it goes in before I put that in. So, bit of glue, put it on and hold it until the glue sets, or starts setting. Like that. Some glue's gone loose, but that's okay. Okay. That goes in there. It's where the chimney goes. So there's a little bit of glue needed at the top. It's going to be interesting to put it in without the glue going everywhere. What I'm going to do is put the glue there and then put that in place and hold it. I can't use my fingers to... I can do that. Best I can do. That's the chimney base. The chimney is going to be big. probably be one of the tallest structures. Well, it'd be the tallest structure for the loco sheds, because that's where this is going. That's now done. And now we do the water tower. So it'll be that on there, like that. That's part of the water tower. That is. Ah, those fold up inside. Okay. They fold up like that. There is actually a piece of acetate to go in the water tower to represent water. That will get a bit of paint on it before I actually put it in properly. So that you can, or I could have it clear, I suppose. There's the water tower base. There's the water tower base. That goes central. What's that from? Oh, that's that building. Okay. There's the roof to this. But I'm doing the water tower first. Okay. I need the black base being put on. Anything else that's meant to be for water tower? This. And then some 4 small pieces go to hold the water lower. Okay. So we need the water tower base. Try and put it central so that it looks right. That'll do. I haven't glued that down yet, have I? That's a bit daft, but at least I can... Oh, that's come out. And I've just glued it to there. There's my knife. Come on. Re-glue that, and my lid's just gone on the floor as well. Didn't want to do that. I'll put that out of the way. Right. That's the water tower base. It'll go that way. That's just come a bit loose, but it'll stick once I've done the water tower itself, or the water tank. There we go. And those holes will be hidden behind the water tank. Right. Water tank's going that way so that the seam between the 2 halves is sort of hidden behind this and the big tall chimney. I'm not sure that this camera will pick up the entire height of the chimney. Soon find out, because that's the next bit after this. So we want a thin bit of glue, as per always when doing something like this. We don't put a lot of glue on. We then put it round the former, or the base, which is black so that it doesn't stand out. hold it down. That's not quite, that's better. I haven't quite got square. Hold it together. To hold that together, I'm going to put in this down here. That will hold that in place. Tank's not sitting properly, it's coming loose, which isn't what I want, but with that in place, and then a little bit of glue and slot it down, a little bit of tapping to get it in place, but that's all for internal blacking. There is actually a rim to go over the top, but you can't do that until all the internal, oh, that needs a bit of repairs. I'll put some black paint on the edge. I've got my acrylic that I can use. Next bit for the water tank is putting these four, if the camera can pick them up, these black baffles in. They are to go in and hold the water, which I'll probably leave it clear actually, rather than, oh, that's come off. If I make the tank first, I will then glue it on properly, because it just doesn't want to stick. Making the tank means that I can have it in place accurately. Just had to slightly modify it because that gap was too big. I don't want a big gap there. That's probably why it didn't want to stay on the tower, because I haven't got it seated properly. Right, next side. Which will be here. Place it in, make sure it's the same height as the one next to it, and not down at base level. And then we do the fourth one, which is opposite where I've just made that repair. Put it in so it's level at the top, both sides, and then I can stick it on, which will go on like that. So, glue. Should have done this before I tried sticking it in the first place, because that would have meant I got it in place. It's not exactly centred, but that doesn't bother me too much. Let's see if the acrylic fits in properly. Tiny bit of trimming needed maybe. No, it fits. There we go, there's the acrylic in. Don't need glue, it will just stay put. So, That's the water tower. Need to put the roof on, which is fairly easy. Glue, glue, glue along there. And along all the bits where the roof's going to sit. Can't do it against the actual wall, but that's not too much of an issue. We've got the small building to do, and then the chimney. Chimney's going to be a bit more interesting. So we'll put this to one side. We'll do this building, which just uses... that goes like that, because the door goes there. Okay. Put the door in. The door with the plain window over the top of it. Make sure I get it centred. Like that. It moved off as I put it down, but it'll do. And then, as with other buildings, I'm going to do three sides first to get it started. That's the main side and two edges. So glue around the edges. Put that in. Doesn't matter if this doesn't quite go along to the very bottom, because there's nothing sticking out or anything like that. And then we do the final side for this building before we put the roof on. Come on. Like that. Could actually put some glue along there as well. It'll hold the building stationary, or hold the building in shape, which is what I want. I don't want it being out of shape or anything like that. This one's a basic building. The door doesn't even open. So, where's the roof? There's the roof, which we just stick on. It makes the building a bit much glue there, but it's on the inside, so I'm not too fussed with that. And we put the roof on and hold it down while the glue starts going tacky. I'm using the back of my hand because my fingers are getting sticky and I don't want the building to stick to me. There we go. Nice little, very simple building. Now, we're on to the chimney. Those bits go on the main building again. I forgot to put that on. I'll do that on when we're ready. First things first, these have got to be glued together because they act as braces, but you need thicker and they can only be at one height, hence the two sizes of the braces. So stick these together, just a tiny bit of glue in the middle, and then this is a four-sided chimney. It goes like that, but have to make sure put the braces in the correct places. Top one is immediately below that. I will do some glue on the edge. I've got some on the edge of the bottle there, but do it on two sides at first, so I can get that sticking like that. Do the same on the bottom, then wrap it round. Just making sure it's the tab that I'm sticking it to first. The bottom one goes right at the bottom, so there. Move it so the camera's a bit easier, just like that. So once again, just two sides to start with, and then against the bottom, and try to stay level. Hold it down until the glue starts going sticky. That should do that bit. My finger got stuck. And now we put glue on here, 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 all the way up there and on that bit. Unfortunately, because I'm left-handed, the camera couldn't see that or that, and the fact that the glue's just dribbling straight out. And then up there and onto there. We then wrap chimney round like so and hold it down. It's sturdy enough that you can put a fair bit of pressure to hold it in place. There we go. One rather tall chimney. When I add it to the boiler house, it's going to be very tall. Just making sure that is fully stuck, because I don't want it coming loose once I am back to the boiler house. Before I do the chimney bit, I'm going to put the cap on the water tank like that. I will fix the black. I'll just put some black paint over it. But there's the top, so that will just stop the fake water from coming out. Now we have two chimney bases. First one, how do I do that? That goes on there. Oh, that's the water tower. Whoops. That goes on there. That should have gone underneath the water tower. Oh well. I'll hide those holes that are there. So, I wonder why it was too big. It's me not looking. Stick this onto there, tight against the wall. Like so. And then, before I put the chimney on, I want to show what goes on the top. This took me quite a bit of working out how to do it. That's the tapping stones. The way I did it, this scalpel's got a perfectly sized hole. I just did it like that. Put the first one on, put the second one on, and they are all perfectly lined up. That goes at the very top. Once that has gone, I'm going to put it like that, so that the line, actually, because that'll be against the back seam, put it like that. As with the other chimney, I want to put some black on the inside because grey shows up too much. So, once again, just paint the top bit just to hide the grey, just a little bit at the top. Doesn't need to be the whole lot, just about centimetre and a half, and the black goes and helps hide the grey. I will now stick that in like that. So it's awkward trying to do this while still being on the camera. Put the glue on the, I'm going a bit too much on now. Put the glue on the base. Make sure the side that I want to have away from the viewer is away from the viewer, and push the chimney down. I'm going to have to move it like that so that the top of it can be seen, while I now get this lovely coping stones and tiny bits of glue on the top. Doesn't matter if they go inside, just put them on as centrally as I can, hold them down. There's the chimney. Quite a tall building, which is actually slightly visible on my main camera. Now we go back to the gatehouse, because I forgot the steps that go there, and the gates. Gates have got to go in as well. So the steps, there's 4 of them, starting with step 1, which goes there. I've got to make sure I do it with the building like that. What I'm actually going to do, which I should have done with the Ramshackle Workshop, is build the steps first and then stick them against it. So, these ones are actually printed unlike the other ones, which were just plain card to look like concrete. Bit of glue right against it, and make sure it's level both sides. That's the very top. It's called platform top, but that is what goes on the very top of this. From what I can see, let me look. Yeah. Step 3. A little bit of glue. Make it so it's level on the back and the side that will be against the building. That didn't stick. Maybe be a little bit more glue needed. Try again. Make sure it's not going to be my finger is just sticking to it because the top's now sticky. There we go, that's that one. Get the glue off my table again. That'll actually be slightly wide and back a bit, so there'll be a bit of a gap. Right, we now need step 4. I had to look which one it was, because I nearly put step 5 on instead. Once again, make sure it's flat on at least the one side that goes against the bit in there. Step 5. Make sure I put it the right way round. I nearly put it backwards then. That would have been silly of me. Once again, make it so it's right shape, right size. And then that goes on there. So there'll actually be a bit of a gap. So, tiny splodge of glue. Make sure the step stays roughly the same size and press down. That will be going in there. So, what I want to do, once that's done, like that, I now need to put some glue on the edges and stick it. Oh, I've got the end. Oh well, it should stick. Stick it on like that. Make sure it stays stuck. And then we've got that to hide the cardboard steps. Like that. Unfortunately, some glue's just gone under, so where's that? Just wipe the glue away. I'll just use my thumb, gets it out of the way quicker. It's not a visible bit, so I don't need to be so fussy. That's now in place. Oh, no, wrong place, wrong place. Put the glue back. It should go like that. That was me not paying attention. That's better. That hides the gap underneath the platform, as they call it. Right. There's 2 gates, but I don't know where they're supposed to go. Because it says, because these 2 gates, I'm assuming, are meant to go in the middle. And they wouldn't actually work unless they are further back, like that. But that would then block the doors, so I'm not going to put the gates on. Last bit is coping stones, and I've just dropped one piece. It's gone. Somewhere. see where it went. But these go one there, one there, that is a longer piece, which is the one that's just gone flying, I believe. Yes, because these go over the roof. Let me just go under the chair, under the table, and see where it's gone. I need that. I will find it when I've finished recording and just stick it on, and then finish it off camera. For now, I will just put these coping stones on, or the ones that I can, make it so that they are level with the bits that stick out. That last one I'll just do when I've finished filming. Put the glue on. It's the last bit of the building to do, so I don't mind leaving that last one there until I've finished filming, because filming will be done very, very soon. Over there, it's a good way of hiding the joining process, this. It hides things that you wouldn't want to see that much of. And it is great. Only problem is, as you saw, it goes ping if you move things too quickly. I've got a little bit of glue over spill again. Not too much, but I don't really want big splodges. Now all I need to do is put that bit on when I can remember where it went, or find where it went. Ah, found it. It got caught in the blanket that's right next to me. There it is. So I'll put that bit on. Yes, I made a slight mistake with the water tower, not putting the second base on, but we live and learn, as the saying goes. Is that going to stay? Yes. There is, oh, that's off centre. That's the entrance, which looks really nice. Before my glue goes off, I will put the lid back on. These gate doors, I might just have lying on the layout somewhere, as though they've been taken down, because they can't go in that. Well, they could, but...
So, we've now finished Gatehouse, which looks amazing. I do a little bit of truth here. Recording this quite a while after finishing doing the building, because this camera, it's got 2 memory cards, giving me a total of 1 terabyte. Supposed to, when one memory card gets filled, switch on to the next memory card. it didn't. So the last hour of footage, the audio is only from the action camera, and well, you will notice there is a bit of a difference. At the moment, I've not got my table here, I've not got the action camera up. This table stays up. But getting back to point, I have finished the buildings completely, including putting ridge tiles on. I'm going to put some down there to hide the gap. I don't need to do it on that bit, but the gap, if I can get the light, gap between these bits is a bit too obvious. So, I've got ridge tile sheets. I'll do that at another time, but I've also put ridge tiles on the little, it looks a bit big, but it's a little hut. That's the size of a or slightly more than a person. You can't open the door in that, nor can you open the door in the gatehouse. The boiler house with its chimney, which can definitely see the black, and if I shine it, the water. I've got to still do black around the edge of the water tank top. I haven't done that yet, but as with the other two bits, I'll put the ridge tile on the roof, and that actually does look quite good. It's quite tall, shall we say. And then I have also finished by gluing on the steps, the Ramshackle Workshop. Also put ridge tiles on. I'm going to put ridge tile there to try and hide gaps. Same there, put one, because I'm using the slate ones for the workshop. Basically, what I will do, get a bit, cut it to size, and then actually go halfway down and stick it on, and do the same on that bit. That way I don't get the, because these are designed to fold in half, you have a little gap, which if the camera can see it, it doesn't look quite as good. So that will have 2 extra bits done. But that's not a bad little kit. And if the camera can see, the wooden floor in both the top and bottom looks brilliant. If I remember to, I've got some photos taken using my phone, looking inside through the skylights at the floor. They really do look good. And before I even did the OO scale ramshackle hut, I made an accidental order of an N scale one. I built it because it's virtually the same as the OO one, apart from the steps on the side on this, you build up yourself, because they're actually very thin MDF, and then you put the banister on. I don't do N-gauge, but I have a friend who does, and they're getting that as a freebie off me. By the time this video goes out, they should have it. Anyway, next month's kit, the parish church with Lichgate, PO 226. A beautiful construction kit that will give lots of pleasure. The kit contains the main church with a separate lich gate and fully illustrated step-by-step instructions. Yes, I've read the instructions. I've got everything for it in box. I'm deliberately not showing you the other side because it's got my address on. I have not cut any of it out yet, but the windows are on very thin. This is card. It's a different type of card to the grey card, but there's those two bits. There's sheet D, C, this is, I should have thought about this before I put anything in here. B, and if I can get it out without breaking the box, sheet A. So that's 4 printed sheets, bits of card. I've got the instructions, more ridge tiles, which on the church will be slate. And I'm going to have to do this against the white, but those are the windows. None of them are actually coloured, so I can't do it as stained glass, unless I put little bits of paint using my paint pens, just little dots on the ones I want to have paint on. On the back of that, there's also clocks. These clocks I am not going to use. I'm sure there's another bit of... Oh, it's on that wood, isn't it? Out of the way. Yeah. You've got the gates on here. You've got the community notice board and the window frames, which will have the windows in them like that, but I might put some colour on before I do it. As with these two kits, even though it looks like there's 4, I will do preparation before I start recording the video. Anyway, thank you for watching. It's been longest video so far in terms of building kits. I wanted to get, first of all, it was just going to be Ramshackle Workshop, but as I'd done a lot of the preparation before I started recording, I decided I'd also do the factory entrance. And, well, that took a bit longer, but it's a really good kit. The ridge tiles on there, it doesn't actually say that in the instructions to do that. I've just done it to try and make it look a bit better. I am going to put a weather vane on top because looking at that, you can see that the ridge tiles don't quite make it to the top. And if I put a weather vane on, which I'll probably get a 3D printed one, it'll hide the gaps in the ridge tiles. The boiler house and water tower, water is still loose. I've not bothered sticking that down at all. All I've got to do is put some black paint around the edges of that. there will be a little bit of greenery around the base of the water tank because it's not 100% flush, and I've got the 2 gaps when I missed out putting water tower base 2 on because I thought it went there, not there. Mistakes happen. You saw it as I did it, and then that will just be somewhere random in the shed area. The factory entrance way and boiler house plus the little building will form part of my locomotive shed stroke works scene. That will be in the town, the workshop, as will a little building from, actually it's that one, with different, that's how I'm going to do the ridge tiles. I've been doing this today, a little bit to hide the gap, but I found a way that I can actually put glazing in this. I just use clear acetate and it gives me some more up-to-date glazing. I've got 2 of these. I didn't realise I'd done a second one, and some of the windows had fallen out on this one. That one I made a mistake when I made it originally, so it's been boarded up. But the others are in place. You've got 1, 2, 3 original windows, and then there's going to be 1, 2, plus I'll try and get something in that gap, but they're not a bad little kit for something that was free with a magazine. The church will be next month. That will be coming out later because it's coming out on the 8th of June. Reason for that, that's my birthday. So, do a big long video for my birthday. After the church, I'll be doing another kit. A low scale municipal building, which I will be doing as a hospital. That'll be July. I am not doing 2 kits for the next video. That's a bit daft. After all, that one took me ages. So, next month, church. Month after, municipal building. And then I'm intending to get a fire station and some houses. Because so far, most of my buildings, apart from a handful, 4 printed sheets, bits of card, I've got the instructions, more ridge tiles, which on the church will be slate, and I'm going to have to do this against the white, but those are the windows. None of them are actually coloured, so I can't do it as stained glass, unless I put little bits of paint using my paint pens, just little dots on the ones I want to have paint on. On the back of that, there's also clocks. These clocks I am not going to use. I'm sure there's another bit of... Oh, it's on that wood, isn't it? Out the way. Yeah. You've got the gates on here. You've got the community notice board and the window frames, which will have the windows in them like that, but I might put some colour on before I do it. As with these 2 kits, even though it looks like there's 4, I will do preparation before I start recording the video. Anyway, thank you for watching. It's been longest video so far in terms of building kits. I wanted to get, first of all, it was just going to be Ramshackle Workshop, but as I'd done a lot of the preparation before I started recording, I decided I'd also do the factory entrance. And, well, that took a bit longer, but it's a really good kit. The ridge tiles on there, it doesn't actually say that in the instructions to do that. I've just done it to try and make it look a bit better. I am going to put a weather vane on top because looking at that, you can see that the ridge tiles don't quite make it to the top. And if I put a weather vane on, which I'll probably get a 3D printed one, it'll hide the gaps in the ridge tiles. The boiler house and water tower, water is still loose. I've not bothered sticking that down at all. All I've got to do is put some black paint around the edges of that. There will be a little bit of greenery around the base of the water tank because it's not 100% flush, and I've got the 2 gaps when I missed out putting water tower base 2 on because I thought it went there, not there. Mistakes happen. You saw it as I did it, and then that will just be somewhere random in the shed area. The factory entrance way and boiler house plus the little building will form part of my locomotive shed stroke works scene. That will be in the town, the workshop, as will a little building from, actually it's that one, with different, that's how I'm going to do the ridge tiles. I've been doing this today, a little bit to hide the gap, but I found a way that I can actually put glazing in this. I just use clear acetate and it gives me some more up-to-date glazing. I've got 2 of these. I didn't realise I'd done a second one, and some of the windows had fallen out on this one. That one I made a mistake when I made it originally, so it's been boarded up. But the others are in place. You've got 1, 2, 3 original windows, and then there's going to be 1, 2, plus I'll try and get something in that gap, but they're not a bad little kit for something that was free with a magazine. The church will be next month. That will be coming out later because it's coming out on the 8th of June. Reason for that, that's my birthday. So, do a big long video for my birthday. After the church, I'll be doing another kit. A low scale municipal building, which I will be doing as a hospital. That'll be July. I am not doing 2 kits for the next video. That's a bit daft. After all, that one took me ages. So, next month, church. Month after, municipal building. And then I'm intending to get a fire station and some houses. Because so far, most of my buildings, apart from a handful,
Warbler Productions. Filming trains and events that happen in town.
Wearing his red trilby, Dale can be seen with cameras 3 all set up.
Steam trains and diesels, electrics and freights.
Dickens and fireworks, tractors at Christmas.
Warbler Productions.